What has Diablo 4 done right? Honestly, I think it's a decent question, so let's find out.
I was pretty surprised this morning. There's been a lot of like negativity and stuff lately around Diablo 4. I did a couple
True.
reacts to some like why the game's not so great, why it's dying. Like I've done a
True.
couple of those recently, and I was getting a little bit burned out, to be honest, of seeing some of the negativity. Not even that I necessarily disagreed with all the negativity, as much as we all kind of agree where the fallacies are in this game. For the most part, I see people.
I think that's true. And there is a lot of negativity surrounding D4 at the moment. And most of it is honestly justified, but we're at the point where the negativity has climbed so high, people are actually, complaining about things that are not even a problem in Diablo 4. And I'm sure you have probably noticed this if you actually do watch videos like this and whatnot. People are going off the wall. First, we had the honeymoon stage with Diablo 4 when everyone was like, 10 out of 10, banger, best game this year. Give me more. And then reality set in and, a lot of problems appeared. And now it's just like going, the pendulum's just swinging in the opposite direction, but where it needed to stop, it's continuing to swing for some reason.
People tend to agree with some of the major critiques, but you just get sick of hearing it. It's like if there's something
True.
wrong in your day-to-day life, let's say you're not as in shape as you would like to be. I speak that because right now I'm doing my athletic greens and trying to drink veggies and trying to work out because I'm a skinny, sweaty gamer boy, and I thought it'd be nice to be able to walk up my own stairs without losing my breath. But, if someone told me that every single day of my life, even though I agree with them, it might get kind of annoying.
Isn't he Canadian? Can't he just do the classic exercise of going out, finding a polar bear, and trying to survive? Either he's gonna get stronger, or it's gonna end. Because polar bears literally do not F around, boys, okay? Polar bear, if you see a polar bear, it's probably gonna hunt you until the ends of the earth.
So when I saw this on Reddit, which is normally one of the most negative places, especially around this game, it kind of put a little bit of a smile on my face because it says, I've been seeing a lot of critiques about Diablo 4, comment about something Diablo did right. Now, as I scroll down through this, I want to go through the list of what people actually like about this game and try to say what my opinion is about that as well and kind of spread some of the positivity. So I thought that would be a fun topic for today. So the first person says, definitely strongholds. It's so much fun going through what feels like a mini overworld dungeons. I actually completely agree with this point. I think strongholds are fascinating because they're always about 2 levels higher than you, I believe is the way the math works, unless we're talking like you're level 10 and it's a 45 or something. That's...
Actually, that's what I noticed when I was first playing the game, and I was like, okay, where are these strongholds? They give 100 points, and I want those points. So I just started scrolling over all the zones and trying to find something that still levels above me. And it worked out pretty well. But yeah, strongholds are the best content in the game. You know why? Because there's a very limited amount of them. All of them are literally unique. There are no 2 strongholds that feel exactly the same. Some better, some worse, but no 2 strongholds feel the same. And, well, they're faster than dungeons. They're more compact. They're more interesting. It's literally the best content in the game, ironically.
Challenges available to you, but there's been many times that I have done some of the strongholds, like the one in Giacul or whatever in the bottom left before you go to the PvP zone. There's one stronghold in particular that's quite difficult that has higher levels. So I went there like 30 or something, or on the 28 or something really low level on the rogue, and that's how I was feeling how strong my rogue is, because I was pushing way past what it felt like should have been able for me to accomplish. But it was one of the best boss fights I've ever had, was actually at that stronghold while massively under leveled. So I actually agree with that. The strongholds thematically, as well as the design and the bosses, tend to be some of the best parts in the game. As we go on to the next one, it says, kind of weird, but the icons of the abilities being kind of stained glass style. I actually didn't even realize this one, but let's take a look. Whoa, he's actually right. I mean, look at Bloodwave. That definitely looks like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, the icons are stained glass. I don't think it's particularly nice. Well, I do like the art, but I don't think it's like super, that reasonable.
Be stained glass. Some of these don't as much, but the actual skills...
Oh, actually what is cool? Well, slightly cool. When you use a skill that has a cooldown, and seconds. Did this occur when seconds passed, or when you actually did something that reduces the cooldown of the skill? You actually have a stain cover, stained glass stain cover it, and then the timer goes down. That's pretty cool.
Bone Spirit does, Corpse Tendros does. That actually makes sense with a lot of the theme that's going on. The church scene is one of the first things we've ever seen in this game, and Lilith herself has kind of a stained glass theme looking going on. Let me actually show you something here. Check this out. This is my stained glass Lilith. Now, the camera is going to make it flickery.
Well, she's not naked, so I'm a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. Mommy should be, as mommy should be, naked.
Here, so unfortunately it's going to look like it's flickering, but that is just a backlit sort of stained glass type of thing, and you can kind of change the pattern of how it goes and whatnot. But that's kind of what it looks like. I think that's kind of cool, and that's what it reminded me of. Sound design is amazing and deserves more love. I think the skill sounds are pretty good. I feel like they fit thematically as well as it feels satisfying to listen to. I thought the music was good, but not as memorable as I was originally thinking.
The music, some of the music is good. You know that super epic battle music that you're supposed to get, like you're fighting a boss? I love it when it bugs out and it happens just random when you're riding your horse and nothing's happening. You suddenly hear boss music and you're like, wait a minute, there's not even creatures around. Why? I love that. That's so funny. Or when you're literally swatting a single fly monster. That's great.
Now, I do very heavily agree with this one, that the voice acting is quite good. I actually think the voice acting has gotten better and better. And we talked about this in the last reaction video I did, but basically that Diablo 1's voice acting was a little over the top for me. Granted, it's way older. I mean, we're talking years and years and years, so they've obviously gotten better. But the voice acting in these games, even in Mordo's voice acting, was actually really good as well. So in almost any of these games, it seems like the voice acting seems to be a W.
Wow. I don't like the voice acting. I like Mephisto, but everything else I honestly have pretty much skipped. I don't know what the plot is actually about. Yeah, I don't know what the plot is about because I can't. It's like most of the characters speak so slowly. I have talked about this previously. No one has commented, so I don't know. Maybe I'm insane and I'm the only one who thinks like that. Maybe everyone thinks like that. I don't know. But the voice acting feels so slow, especially at the start. Remember that girl whose mom we end up killing? Yeah, her dialogue is super slow. Every time you see I don't know what to call it. A Lilith talking with someone else, and it's like a flashback while you're moving around somewhere. It's just the dialogue is so painfully slow. At times it feels the dialogue should be roughly 30% faster in almost everything Act 1 and 2 related. It's just painful, honestly.
Moving on to the next one here. You can play for any amount of time. Got 20 minutes, go kill some mobs or grab some statues of Lilith. Girlfriend out of town, nothing but whiskey, pizza, and degenerate attitude. Play for 16 hours straight. On point, love it.
That seems true for everything. That feels to me like,
I think most ARPGs probably have that, though maybe not so much. Maybe some of them, like Lost Ark, I feel like when I logged in, I couldn't do a whole lot in 20 minutes. This one for me is hilarious. Monsters explode nicely when I bonk them with Hoda. Check this out. What's funny is this is one I have mentioned as well. When I was live streaming the Barbarian, testing him out for the first time, I was like, this is one of the most satisfying moves. Here, let me show you. When you give someone a whack with Hoda, all right, hold on, low level, so I gotta generate the fury here.
Heart of Doke? No, Hammer of the Ancient.
Like puddle of goo.
Got it.
This should be a better example here. Let's give him a good whack. See.
To be fair, this is something that Blizzard has done really well for, I honestly know, forever it seems like, honestly, nowadays. Diablo 3, absolutely on point. Diablo 2 Remastered even has it. Like, killing stuff just feels kind of good in most Blizzard games.
See what I mean? They kind of pop. So yeah, I actually agree with that guy a good amount. The explosion of Hoda feels very satisfying. Wait a minute, is that item actually good?
Oh, it's an upgrade.
Look at that. The Necro armor might be the best designed I've seen in any game. I actually read this in comparison. I want to show you. I completely agree with this. The Necromancer gear looks great. I wanted mine to look like a fallen Jedi, so this is kind of what I came up with. But then, if you actually look at the different armor available, and let's change the color to something that's a little bit more memorable here, like purple. Like if you just go Bone Weaver, and even if you do the pre-programmed ones, like let's just do a full Bone Weaver set. I think that looks amazing. but most of these actually have pretty good sets that fit together and thematically sort of make sense. And you can kind of poke through them and take a look if you want. But I completely agree. The Necromancer's bone gear is some of the best looking gear I've seen in almost any game. This is one I think people have mixed opinions on, but that it's the Butcher evokes the first feeling of running into him in Diablo 1, and recapturing that feeling was a brilliant gameplay design. So I have seen mixed reviews about the Butcher. When I round into him in softcore, I think, oh, he's either going to make me teleport back because I don't have the DPS to kill him if I'm super early, or I think, okay, he's going to drop an item I kind of don't care about. But when I'm playing him on hardcore, he is absolutely terrifying. When I was playing my sorcerer, he showed up both times at like inappropriate times for me to be able to kill him, where I had like one potion left, etc. And I'm like running for my life, and he's grabbing and hooking me back, etc. So I actually agree with that in terms of hardcore.
I do not like the Butcher because it's just a stats thing. He has zero mechanics that you can play around. He is literally made that he always will damage you no matter what you do or how you play it. You can't run away from him. He is literally just a stat check. If you have enough stats, you kill him. If you don't have enough stats, well, congratulations. And if you are so unlucky, and you can't actually even kill the Butcher. I'm pretty sure no class really probably can kill him at like level 20, right? If you run into him at level 20 at the end of the dungeon, congratulations. If you're hardcore, guess what? Yeeted and deleted.
Dario and Durio again with the incredible boss fight was incredible and nostalgic nod. Lilith being a complex character, not just evil and...
Andariel wasn't naked. Duriel appeared literally out of nowhere and unexpectedly. I don't know about that one.
Incarnate because evil was refreshing me for a great story. I think a good way of being able to tell that this is actually true is the fact that so many people say that Lilith was nicer than Inarius, and you actually have to look into what Lilith's actions are instead of what she just says, where, you know, people are turning into demons and people are dying and people are being set on fire and all of these things.
I think that's very blatant that Lilith was kind of nicer than Inarius to a degree, because Inarius did not give a fuck what happens to humanity as long as he gets back to heaven.
And then the armor merchant saying, "Hell do you wanderer," with the same inflection as "Hell do you champion" from Diablo 2. Act 4 armor vendor makes me smile every time. This is one that I can't appreciate as much, being somebody that did not play as much of Diablo 2, but I'm glad there's some nostalgia in there as well. Cool. Then we're going to get in some more generic kind of overall type of compliments, like the world is huge and gorgeous. Some of the monsters are brilliantly designed.
Dude, no one talks about how good the world looks, especially its absolute verticality, because there's a lot of it and people don't notice it. Like, the world is absolutely fantastic and people don't even talk. No one talks about this ever. It's such a shame, because the world is like probably the best done world in any game that Blizzard has done.
The Spider Host. Oh, I love the Spider Host, except for each one of these blow up. Blizzard's smart enough to let you skip the campaign with subsequent alts. I was actually surprised that you can beat the campaign on softcore and then skip it on hardcore. I thought that was super nice. And well thought out, because I think a lot of people want to play softcore first and then they want to challenge themselves with hardcore. True. I am one of those people. So when I saw that they let me skip the campaign, I don't have to do all of that again as hardcore, I was like, wow.
Big?
That's actually like super nice. I can sort of make my character immediately and not feel like, oh my god, I just did all of this. So I actually agree with that. Strongholds are awesome. Yeah, that's going to be a common point that people seem to like. Yeah. Transmog, once again here, that the transmog are pretty good. I would like to see an armory added to the transmog. I think everyone would, but I completely agree that transmog's actually pretty good. Immortal just got transmog after over a full year of the game being there. Another compliment here for the voice acting as well as the side quest.
Can we just forget Immortal exists, by the way? Can we just scrub that thing out of existence, okay?
Have a lot of soul. This is one that seems to have a mixed opinion. I've seen people saying side quests are boring and don't do anything, but I've also seen that the side quests add a lot of the bonus story, etc. into it, so it seems to be a mixed bag. Now, this guy had two interesting points I don't see other people bring up. The Sigils have a good economy, where it's relatively easy to only run keys you want to ignore, fixes you don't. Whereas it does feel like the in and out of them, like how I'm using one and then I get like one more, I can salvage the ones I don't want and craft another one, is better than I would have originally thought. I was thinking that maybe it's like Grey the Rift keys, where it's just kind of annoying, but the Sigils actually feel pretty good. And then Helltides, this is the first time someone mentioned Helltides, are solid after the buffs and really are engaging in fun events.
I like Helltides. I think Hell Tides are honestly kind of good. It would be better if they were more active, you know, more rain of whatever, more ambushes of monsters. Uh, get rid of the stupid cooldown on the horse. That would be amazing.
I like the Hell Tides. I don't think I like them as much as this guy does in particular, but I do like that Hell Tides are something that kind of happens on the map at different times. There's a really good website, by the way, for this. Called
Helltides.com.
helltides.com, and
Yeah.
it will show you where all
It
the
shows you everything. That shit is so useful.
chests are, when oh, there goes my alarm, where the chests are, where the mystery chest is, when the next one's going to appear. So helltides.com, check them out. But we'll end it on this one, which is that this guy loves this thread. He loves, and I'm sure he loves it because there's been a lot of negativity lately. So I kind of wanted to do a positive one as well, because I'll be honest, too many negative videos in a row, even if it's channels I love, and it gets a little bit disappointing because maybe you guys are actually really enjoying the game.
Everyone's burnt out, by the way, now because of the negativity.
Still playing the game, obviously, so a lot of us are still enjoying it. And what I love most about this game is the potential. The bones are there, the space, the tech, the room for storytelling. It can only get better. And this is one thing that I wanted to say at the end. If you're not enjoying the game, that's perfectly fine. In fact, the lead dev during the dev live stream chat said that it's okay to take breaks from this game. Like Blizzard says it. Take a break, play a different game for a little while. Come back in season 1 if you need to.
Yeah, like the guy who has every character on level 100 making a video. Oh, Blizzard, I ran out of things to do. I'm level 100 on every character. Bruh, those videos are the best. Oh no, Blizzard, look at me. I have played this game for 4,000 hours, while the max you can currently play it is 4,020 hours. But how dare you not add enough content after 4,000 hours? Bruh, come on.
If you need a break, season 1 will be on the 20th. Perfectly normal. This game is designed to go like this. You have a big spike, people play it for a bit, you get bored, you dip back down, you take a break, you check out the next season and the next update. And
well, oh, here it is, DM Diablo 4. There you go. Good video. I liked it. Fun stuff. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sid saying thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.